What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Work for Hire podcast. I got my boy Relly. I'm Lull.
I'm AJ.
He back again, part 2.
Yo, this is our first reoccurring guest. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Facts.
You were our first guest. We had a couple episodes in between. Now you back again.
Man, it feels good, man. I guess I was in a prelude.
It's not really the first episode, but you helped bring it in with us.
Yeah.
So this is special. So go ahead and tell the audience how grateful you are for us to allow you back on our platform.
Yeah.
I'm weak as a bitch.
Let them know.
Let them know how this feels. Like, you're honored, right?
Let them know.
No, I do. I feel honored, bro, because it's just like, this is some shit that y'all started. And,
Okay. Good answer.
I know this shit, I know this shit about to go big. So, yeah, I'm just excited to be here, bro.
It's 2023.
Yeah.
2023, we didn't have the last episode till today. The last episode we did was in 2022. This man AJ is walking here talking about he want to get canceled. So come on then.
I'm trying to get canceled.
Before we get there,
I'm trying to get
before
canceled.
we get there, we gotta talk about last night, right? So last
What's
night,
up?
you know what I'm saying, I'm hanging out with AJ, some bonding time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We go to a little fashion event. We're on the rooftop of a hotel. We just looking at the skyline. I'm telling AJ about my accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? I'm just venting. I'm like, yo, man, I'm so happy for this year, man. You know what I'm saying? We're giving our dreams a real chance.
Yeah.
I'm telling him about things that I'm accomplishing, and he just shits on everything that I'm doing. He's like, yo, I'm like,
Ain't no way,
I'm hitting
bro.
milestones in the office.
Nah.
I'm hitting milestones at work. He's like, bro, I brought somebody back to life.
Damn.
What are you supposed to say to that?
You see the shirt?
Nah, don't even do that. Don't even do that. So of course me, I love to interview people and I just love to know more. So I had to let my pride go. And I had to ask him, bro, how did this happen? And he told me the craziest story. So off rip, I want you to share that with us. Break it down, details. We gotta get into it. You saved a life.
Correct.
This is real. This is big.
Yeah, well, remind the people also that it's not like this is your job too. So
what is your job? Break it down.
So my full-time job is I'm a firefighter and paramedic. On the side, my side hustles and stuff, I model and I do YouTube. So, during my day job, I'm a firefighter, paramedic. We work 24 hours, basically just go out, help people, be on call whenever something happens. On this particular day, it was 2 days before Christmas. We was riding an engine and we got a call dispatch that said somebody's unconscious, not breathing, pulseless.
Nah, that's crazy.
So
my heart's pounding at that point.
He's like, damn. That man is dead.
Your palm sweaty, bro? You was nervous a little bit?
Oh, yeah. I'm always nervous. You know what I'm saying? Because, this is, the worst possible call is somebody is dead. But,
Facts.
not on some, he's been dead for, a couple of days. He just
died.
So, there's a possibility for us to bring him back to life.
Wait.
Yeah.
So it's like a fresh body.
Word. And, for these type of things, are you optimistic? Are you pessimistic? Are you going in all right, we're gonna expect that he's dead and we can't bring him back? Are you expecting nah, we're gonna bring this man back?
Yeah. It depends on a dispatch call.
Okay.
So for example, we could tell if a body's been dead for a long time because the rigor mortis sets in and the body is cold. So a stiff jaw.
That means he's gone.
But if they're still flaccid and the body is still warm, then there's possibility to bring them back. And it's also downtime. So it's really important that people bystanders know CPR just in case, if somebody knows that, then then the chance of resuscitation is higher.
So when you got the call, what did they say? Did they say
40-year-old male who just basically fell out. Family was there, checked his pulse, he's not breathing. So automatically in my head, I always think worst case scenario.
So you it's over.
Did you think
it's clipped?
Mm-hmm. But did you think off bat that just sounds like a heart attack then or something like that?
Well, because he's 40. around that age, it's young.
Yeah,
to have a heart attack.
So
all right,
get to the
story. So worst case scenario, it's just he actually does have a heart attack.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking in my head, okay, what if we go in, he's pulseless, breathless. Okay, I'm going to tell the other providers to start CPR.
Facts.
And, okay, so what if he's in PEA, which is pulseless electrical activity, where we're seeing a rhythm on a monitor. But
hella information.
I didn't even know what you said just now.
I'm learning hella information right now. This man is mad knowledgeable.
PEA, asystole, there's a certain protocol for that.
Okay.
And then there's another protocol, which is VFib, which is ventricular fibrillation, which is just
Spell that.
This motherfucker making up shit.
Look, like I said, if you can't spell it, you can't use the word. Facts.
Oh my God,
Facts.
you want me to spell it for real?
Spell it.
V-E-
Wrong. All right, next. Keep going.
That man's making up words. That shit sound like something that Sims would say on Sims 4 or some shit. This man said
it's
burgulator.
It's a lethal what?
It's a lethal heart arrhythmia.
I
So basically, it's just your heart runs off electricity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's just what we have to do is basically restart the heart by defibrillating the heart.
Yeah.
If you ever look around and see like AEDs around or whatever, you know, bystanders could do CPR and that AED device delivers a shock in order to reset the heart. So in my head, I'm like, okay, so what if he's in VFib? Going down the list in my head, like I do this, boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom, boom,
checking
boom,
off
boom.
boxes.
Exactly, and I'm pre-gaming, just how athletes like visualize, like you know how they
going in there in sense of urgency. You got a game plan to bring this man back to life.
Yeah, so like even before I'm even on scene, I'm already thinking in my head, what if this happens? What if that happens? You know, I'm always thinking worst case scenario. I don't care if somebody like is complaining of a stomach ache or whatever. I'm already thinking in my head, what if he has like internal bleeding?
Yeah.
You know, it's just like I don't like to go into things, you know, treating them like, oh, this nigga bullshit.
Prepare for the worst, but still
yeah.
praying for the best.
Exactly.
Facts.
I feel like that's just definitely the kind of mindset you need to have when you work in a job like that too. Because it's like you have to have a sense of urgency. You don't want to pull up and it be something way worse than you expected. Now you just not prepared and just off guard, and now you might cause that motherfucker to die your damn self.
Nah, facts. And I think it sucks. You know, like you probably hear like stories about doctors or like family members that go to doctors and like the doctor treats them like, you know, they're bullshit and doesn't take like, you know, their symptoms seriously. And I don't want to be that kind of provider. And I'm always like, I want to be the best provider, provide the best care. So basically, back to the story. You arrive on scene, first person on scene, and by this time, about 4 months released as a fully functional paramedic. So, you know, I'm telling people what to do. I'm team lead, you know, so go check his pulse. Don't feel a pulse. He's not breathing. Automatically, I know, you know, direct my provider, start CPR. He starts compressions. I place the pads on his chest in order to read the rhythm on the monitor. I establish an IO in his tib.
Wait.
Sure.
All right, so look. When I used to do music, right?
Yeah.
I still do music, but when I was doing music and like we had a show, like a concert.
Yeah.
Right? Before heart pounding, I used to be nervous. Like backstage, like hearing the crowd, you know what I'm saying? You going over the songs, you mad nervous.
Yeah.
But then when you get out there, you kind of just black out and then go away. Yeah. Was it like that for you? Or while you're doing this, you still mad nervous, heart pounding like?
Honestly,
like?
I can still feel, like my heart is pounding. I'm mad nervous and this and that.
Okay.
And I think it was because this was my first like actual call, like cardiac arrest call. Like, and cardiac arrest is like, there's a lot.
So basically what you're saying is you 1-1 right now. It's been 100% revival rate.
God
damn,
it's one.
They got the quick revival perk on Call of Duty, bro. What is happening?
So I'm mad nervous because this is my first time. And it's just like, you know, could this shit go, you know, really well, or it could go really bad?
Really
like,
bad,
you know what I'm saying? So like, I would just like, you know, I'm just like, I don't want this to be really bad. It's my first time, like, you know, delegating people to do all this shit while I'm still doing shit and thinking shit through. And so when we put the pads on them and I start seeing an underlying rhythm while my partner's doing compressions.
So what does that mean?
Like
so
his heart is
basically,
coming back a little bit?
When you're doing CPR, you kind of see organized like rhythm, but like in between it, you can still see it. Like EKGs are a whole different language. Like you're trying to make sense of lines.
I can tell. I don't know what you're saying.
Like you're literally like making sense of lines. You know, of course, like you have to go through like school for this stuff and whatnot. It's a whole different language. But you know, I can see underlying rhythm. Tell him to pause. And when he pauses, I'm seeing VFib on the monitor. Like VFib just looks like, you know, like it's hard
just
to
dumb
describe.
it down for everybody. Dumb it down, bro. Look, you gotta dumb it down, bro. Basically, long story short, put it in the most simplest terms on how you brought this man back to life. Like, we don't care about no VFib.
I know.
I don't give a fuck, bro. Is he breathing or not, bro? We don't care, bro.
I know, bro. I know. I'm trying not to.
All
know,
right, come on.
All right,
Don't
all
listen to
right,
him, man.
all right,
He's hating,
so
bro.
basically,
I'm not hating, bro.
I see V-fib on a monitor. I'm like, all right, bet. So shock him at 200 joules.
Word.
There you
Boom.
go, see?
Then I see on the monitor that the rhythm converts to organized rhythm.
Okay.
And at this time, I'm saying, okay, I direct somebody to fill a femoral pulse. So, he goes, fills a pulse, doesn't fill a pulse. So, okay, cool. Continue CPR. As he's continuing CPR, I'm looking at the monitor, underlying rhythm changes from like a PEA to a V-fib. So then I tell him, all right, cool, pause. And then see it again, shock him at 300 joules. Boom. This time, converts back to organized rhythm. And I'm like, all right, direct, see a pulse. They got a pulse back.
Oh, snap. You lit.
And then, bro, yeah. So then, bro, on the airway is, breathing for him, and then he starts to breathe on his own. So I'm like, all right, cool. So by that time,
Wait, this is in a span of how long? Like you pull up and
literally, I could pull up the report, bro. We was on scene for like 5 to 10 minutes. Like it was real quick. Like it was like as soon as I saw that shit, like I sent
fast
it.
Motion.
Like I, charged at the monitor, boom. And in my head, I felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, damn, I don't want to be too, I don't want to be too slow. I don't want to be too this, that,
fast.
But it was just like, it was
you was just in the zone, bro. Yeah, Kobe Bryant movie. You saw the task that needed to be done.
But like you said, at the
bro.
same time, like I was nervous because I was just like, oh shit, I don't know. But
you mentioned yesterday, in order to transport the person to the hospital, you have to have them like breathing or their pulse going for like how long?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah.
I bet.
Yeah. So he has to maintain a pulse for 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then we transport to the hospital, notify the hospital. And while we're there, he starts breathing on his own, like even more. It's a little better.
Crazy.
Yeah. So basically, we get him there, transfer him over to the hospital. Hospital has care of him, but in the after report, he had a blockage in his heart. They had to remove. And 7 days later, he's fully functional neurologically with no deficits and
like
gets
he
released.
ain't lose no brain damage or nothing from strokes because usually like you get brain damage sometimes from strokes and stuff like that, right? So so you saved him because if it was a little bit too late and you still brought him back,
sometimes
probably some damage could have happened.
Yeah, some damage can happen if we're not there too quick.
So now tell me, how do I compete with that? Like, what accomplishment can I say? For real, like what can I say to compete with that story?
That man saving a life, bro. Was there some movie shit that man wake back up and was like, I'll do anything. I'm forever in debt for you. This man showing up to your house every day now with flowers and shit. Like, bro, what can I do for you, bro?
I'm forever in debt.
Bro.
But like on some movie shit though, I mean, he did die like before Christmas, but he woke up before New Year's.
Hey, that's a bar. That's a bar. We clipping that.
New Year, New Year.
Wait, so
that ass got a new chance of life on the new year, bro.
So did he reach out? Did y'all speak?
Nah, he
I feel like
left.
that. I feel like that's some normal shit though. Basically,
because you did your job.
He left very unceremoniously. He
won't grateful in no type of way. He was like, thanks.
Nah.
Damn.
I don't even know him anymore.
Maybe he was. He just didn't know who to reach out to. Maybe it's just like, yo.
Yeah. Maybe,
like shout out to the paramedic.
That just happened. He just blacked out the whole moment. He just don't know what happened. He just happy to be alive. He just woke up and was like, damn. Well,
I mean, it's crazy because like you get there, the family's crying. Like the family is devastated.
So the family hasn't said anything either.
Nah, but it's just like, I mean,
you don't care.
It's just like I'm not looking for a thank you or this or that.
Nah, I am. I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking for a thank you. Run me that thank you, please. At least a gift card like Chick-fil-A.
I'm looking for someone forever in debt to me now. I'm looking for someone that's gonna show up every day and be like, what can I do for you? I'm like, I saved your life, bro. You can go ahead and trim these trees outside my house right now. What the fuck wrong with you, bro?
Word. Okay.
Wait, but I have one question for you too, because
he
was telling me about it a little bit on our way here, and I was like, damn, saving a life and bringing someone back to life, does that change you as a person and your perspective on life or like how you view the world now? Because it's like in that moment, you're literally seeing the moment of being like, death and life happen at one time. Like you're seeing like someone's dead and then the gift of life again, all in one moment. And it's just like seeing that and being at a moment, especially your first time. How does that change you? I feel like saving a man changes a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
I mean, I just like knowledge is power, you know, like
Yeah.
I have the ability, capability, and equipment in order like to do that. And
If someone was to pass out in a restaurant, they're like, "Is anyone here a doctor?" If there ain't no damn
Yeah.
doctor in there, that motherfucker probably gonna be dead.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, if someone in there knew
Exactly.
something,
I am.
knew something, some CPR or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's so crazy because I was saying this last night. Like, bro, when we were in college, it's like the
Yeah.
dream is to be content creator.
Right.
The dream is to be an artist.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, of course, like artists save lives.
Yeah.
But we do it like spiritually, or we inspire you to get up off your ass and go chase the dream.
Yeah.
Metaphorically or whatever. You actually physically
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
brought somebody from
Yeah.
the dead back.
And-
no content can do that. I can make the most
Bro.
banging like documentary.
Yeah.
It could go on Netflix, Hulu. But if a nigga dead, he dead, bro.
Right.
That
He ain't
reminds
coming
me of
back.
like really, you just know, like sometimes you like go on YouTube and you listen to a song and someone in the comments is like, "Yo, Mac Miller, you saved my life. I was like in a dark place, but you really saved my life."
Yeah, that's
but,
different.
Like, he,
Yeah.
he actually like physically was there.
Yeah.
and
Really
saved
did it.
somebody's
And when
life.
you said that shit, like it put in perspective. Like I really like when you said that shit, like it literally like I had like a aha moment. Like I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit. Like
Being a
always seen
firefighter
it.
and shit.
Yeah, because I always seen it, you know, like, okay, this is my job, you know, plan B sports, plan A.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, on some real shit, like it's still like a career and it's still something like that makes a difference in people's lives. Like
I mean,
physically,
yeah, it's like
face
one of
to
the
face.
most needed
Yeah.
and noble
Yeah.
jobs that you can have. Yeah. So-
Yeah.
So would you ever give it up? Like, would you ever let it go? Like, say the modeling bag just took off. Like, would you ever just
I mean,
be
of
like,
course, if the modeling bag takes off.
No, look,
yeah.
look. Right now, bro. Would you rather save that man's life?
I'm
or
weak.
get,
yo, that's crazy.
would you rather
See,
save
I
that
wasn't even
man's
gonna say
life?
that.
You trying
Or
to
get
do it
signed
like
to
that?
motherfucking talent agency $1 million contract, but you on the cover of every Calvin Klein ad ever, bro. Save his life for that, bro. Go right now, bro. Go.
See,
Go, bro. This is not a joke, bro.
you don't have
just
to
said
answer
you
that.
give up the bottom.
You don't have to answer that. But like, you invest in mad time, mad money, resources into that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you went through the whole like fire department, like training and all that stuff. You went through the paramedics. You went back to school for a period of time. I don't know if you're still in school or not.
Nah, I'm not anymore.
But you did
yeah.
all of that. Like,
Got my
just
associates now.
you would really just let that go?
Wait, like
Because like you low key putting in your 10,000 hours in that too.
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you would just
it's
like
a whole profession and a whole skill. But the thing is, you know, I'm always certified and I got the skill. Or
so you're saying like you can always go back?
Yeah.
Ever bother you that you have to kind of divvy up your time for both? Because again, like I said, you went to school, you had to study to get all this stuff. So like you can't put all your time into like somebody else might. Does that ever bother you, or it's like?
I think it's just like I'm doing the most I can right now, especially with like the circumstance and the situations that I'm at. Like I'm making the most of it. If my life consisted just of like one of those things, like if it just consisted of firefighting, like it's just like I just don't see how like I have any outlet. You know what I'm saying? Like for
You just
now,
talking about that.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
like for
it's
now,
you
like
need-
the
you
side
need-
jumps
yeah.
are
It's
it's
like
an
a-
outlet from a job because if I feel like if I was just focused on that, like it would stress me out.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. I feel like I was talking to this to you probably off podcast
Yeah.
before. It's like, I feel like when you mix your job, like it's basically like when you mix your job with a passion or something like that. Like if you were all in firefighting and you had no outlet to creative like express yourself or no hobby, now that job is gonna overstress you. You're gonna
Right.
just be thinking about that one thing.
Yeah.
You don't have nothing to let loose of taking your mind
Exactly.
off the job. Like if something bad happened at work, you don't have a hobby or something that you can plan, like, you know, like a
Yeah.
plan B that also that you strive for and also are
Right.
working towards to get your mind off that and vice versa. And I feel like it's kind of hard as like an artist, that someone that's like hobby is almost their job. I feel
Yeah.
like that's kind of where it sucks, because now you have no other out, like you almost have to find a different kind of outlet, because as a creative, your outlet is your job, basically. Like your creative
Yeah.
expression or how you relieve yourself, or even in a therapeutic way, is how you make your money. So if something happened at your job, for example,
Right.
like you're painting and it's like now you're not making as much money off painting right now, and you're just like, damn, well, this is my only passion and my hobby right now, so what can take my mind off this one thing that's bothering me at work?
Right.
I beg to
whether it
differ.
be like
I beg to differ.
sports and
Because
shit.
it's most of the guys that are firefighters I work with at the station, they have side jobs.
Of course,
you know
like-
what I'm saying? Because being a human being isn't just being one thing. Like
Yeah.
you are open to a spectrum of things, and
Yeah.
you're open to doing whatever you want. Like just because like that's your job doesn't mean like that's you as a person. Right?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you like you're more multifaceted than that.
Right.
You're more interested in other things than that. And I wouldn't want to I guess chain myself to one thing and just being like, oh, I'm a firefighter, I can't be a model or
But that's
YouTuber.
why I was also saying like it's just kind of
Yeah.
hard when people, because like growing up in America almost, or like with my mindset I guess
Yeah.
that I have is just like growing up I was just like, oh, I want my hobby or my passion to be my job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if it is your job and now you just have to find another outlet, you don't have another thing to take your mind off this one thing. So if you're
Correct.
stressed about your job
Yeah.
or your passion
Yeah.
at the same time, you're just fucking stressed, bro. You have nothing
Yeah.
to
But
to lead it.
I feel like in your situation, that's even more that.
More
Like I
mean,
feel like that is double the stress because you have to put all this time in learning the books. You got to pass these tests.
Yeah,
you gotta save lives. So you're stressing about that, but on top
And
of
then on
that,
top,
you want
yeah.
your modeling stuff to blow.
Yeah.
So you're going here, you're going to casting calls, you gotta
Yeah.
get your body right, you gotta do all
Yeah.
this. You're stressing, you might not get the brand deals you want.
Right,
That's
you-
double the
yeah.
stress to me
Nah,
because you're
facts.
stressing on two different
Because
categories
you can double the
at the
stress.
same time.
Because even when I'm on shift, even when I'm, being a firefighter, like I'm still tracking my calories. I'm still working out. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I'm still thinking of like photo shoot ideas while I'm on.
See,
the
now if it
clock
was a
and shit.
hobby like playing basketball, I feel like that's when what you're saying rings true because it's like he's not
Yeah.
trying to be a
Yeah.
basketball player. You're still trying to be a model.
Yeah,
though.
Yeah, he's still
it's
trying to-
You're
definitely
trying to grow in the ranks as a
Yeah.
paramedic as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely on top of that, and especially when school is going on, and
Yeah.
you're doing all that testing, and this and that, and motherfuckers, are trying to go hard on you because they want to take advantage of the moment that you're a student and shit, and they
Right.
want to be like double stressful. But to be honest with you, I probably shouldn't say this, but
Say it, bro.
you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, while you're trying to accomplish some shit or while you're trying to move forward in life, you're definitely going to have people that don't want you to succeed. And either you could let that shit get to you or you could use that as motivation.
Yeah.
So either way, bro, I like having a lot of stuff on my plate that I'm passionate about and that I want to do
Right.
because it motivates me that like, if I'm feeling stressed or I'm feeling like, yo, this is hard, I know it's worth it.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel good about my self-worth and about what I'm accomplishing in the world and what I'm going to leave behind. So
Yeah, I mean that just makes sense. It's just like
That's perfect.
That's perfect. You got a sound bite.
no, but yeah, that's beautiful stuff, man. It's just like, yeah, what you were saying too is it is double the stress, of course, because you are working towards two things at one time.
Right.
So of course you're gonna have stress with
Right.
both. But yeah, in terms of like hobby, everyone should obviously have hobbies
Yeah.
to take their mind off the stress of work
Yeah.
in general. But I feel like more so what I was trying to get to point up too is just like people that they're like passions or whatever, the things that they really care about is their job. Like if you was to start a business and your business is like culinary art, like you're starting a restaurant and you're like a chef and this is your passion, and then you're like, fuck this, I'm not gonna do anything else, I'm about to start this. So now your job is your passion
Right.
at the same time. So if shit goes bad there, you're just like, damn, it's like it's so stressful. So now that's when the hobby kicks in. Like maybe
Right.
fucking goes to the bar and like plays pool at night or some shit like that. But it's like, but now he has nothing to work for towards that. Everything he has to work for, career driven or passion driven, is all in one basket.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like hobby is just something to take your mind off something that's
Right.
stressing.
Right.
But like there's two different passions he's chasing at the same time. So it's like when one gives, the other doesn't give as much, obviously,
Yeah.
but at the same time it's like it's push and pull, but I feel
See,
like it's finding that balance almost. It's like
See, the way I
until
look at
one
it
takes
though,
off more than the other.
and
then
the reason why I like chose this route where like with my job I'm doing like
Yeah.
kind of what I want to do is that okay, so I have my 9 to 5, but then I also have my 5 to 9, like what I'm doing afterwards,
Right.
which is still in the same field, but it's just a different kind of content. It looks a little bit different.
Yeah.
And I look at it as plan A, plan B, but my plan B goes to plan A.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
So we could never fail.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's either I blow up with through the 9 to 5 way, the corporate way, which is probably gonna take a lot longer.
Yeah.
Right.
or I blow up the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But either way, we get into the same destination.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas
Yeah.
with
Exactly.
two completely different careers, it's like you could go over here, you could go over here.
So if you think about it like this, right? My salary caps off with firefighting. Like there's only a certain amount that I can make. You know, but with modeling and YouTube, it's infinite, and it matters, you know, pretty much how much I put it into that, or like what happens with that. And the reason why I find my side gigs as an outlet is because we could be doing something right now, you know, having a conversation. You know, I provide value to you guys provide value to me, and then we provide value to them. And it's just like, as we are talking and learning more about each other, you know, they learn more about that. And then people want to pay for that because, you know, it's valuable to them. And it's just like, you know, we provide value, get, you know, could possibly get monetized back. And it's not all about the money, you know what I'm saying? But there is a possibility of that. And yeah, I see my side gigs as a stress reliever more than I do stress reliever.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's like something.
It's more of a stress
like,
reliever. I feel like that's to me. I feel like my full-time gig stresses me out more.
Right.
In like a bad way.
But then now it makes you want to go harder for the modeling stuff. That's what I'm saying. It's like that's what I feel like. That's the perks of it. Because like how are you gonna go harder if your business is the only thing you have to go hard in for that? So like if that's tanking, it's tanking, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you don't
understand
have,
that too.
And I know in the long term, like your full-time job can make you live comfortably, but as soon as you try to do something with yourself or try to grow like a business on the side and this and that, you're gonna start, you know, realizing like, oh shit, I'm only making enough money like to just get by.
It's check to check.
Yeah,
they're paying you just enough so you have to come back.
Yeah, exactly. And they're only paying you enough where it's just like pretty much, bro, like if I was just that, like I would probably be wealthy in the sense of like, you know, how much money I've like saved up in this and that. But, you know, right now I'm trying to increase my income. So by doing that, I have to invest into myself.
Exactly,
so, you know, I'm, you know, working crazy amounts of overtime, like 80 to like 100 hours, like per paycheck. And on top of that, you know, I'm still like traveling to places and still doing like photo shoots. And on top of that, like I still gotta go to my job and, you know,
and that's also why I brought up that thing is just because like a lot of people in New York live the lifestyle that you're living, basically. Like you have a job that pays well.
Right.
But that's only so that it can finance what they really want to do.
Right.
Maybe they don't like their job as much. I mean, it seems like you do like your job, but maybe you don't like they don't like their job as much.
Right.
But it pays them enough to now, when you're stressed out, the job that you don't like, you get to put in more energy into the thing that you really want to
It's different. He has a unique job. He works 10 days out the month.
I'm saying.
Most people have to work every single day.
That's true.
When you get off, you don't even want to think about no side hustle, bro. You want to go to sleep.
That's true.
You want to go eat with your spouse or like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, but that's why I'm also like when you explain to me your job and how it works, I was like, damn, that is literally like almost the perfect case scenario job you can have for what you're trying to chase.
Yeah.
Cause like I was like, thinking of a firefighter, because I mean, outside looking in, no information, knowing about like the career or anything like that. I was thinking, oh, like as a paramedic, a firefighter, that's demanding ass hours. I feel like, right? Like you're always probably have to be on call. You're always probably working so much. So I'm like, do they even have days off? But then you explained to me, you only have to work 10 days a fucking month, but the days you work are 24 hours, but it's still 10 days only.
And about twice a year, I get like a month off. Like now,
you have 20 days of free time for him to do modeling stuff.
And it's probably periods in them 10 days where you're not doing nothing. Chilling. You really chilling,
relaxing,
playing the game. You know what I'm saying?
Have your job, bro. Now I'm playing.
So look, we got all the boring, motivational, inspirational stuff. We got that out the way. It's time to get you canceled, buddy. What you got to say, bro? I heard you had something to say. You wanted to get canceled, man. Now's the time.
Well, he had a chance to get canceled just now, but he didn't want to answer the question when I asked
about
him.
the $1 million or say the dude's life.
Yeah, bro. Come on, bro.
All right, so like, what's the scenario though?
What do you mean? That's the scenario.
Because it depends on like conditions and shit.
I'm not saying that specific man. I'm just saying a man. Save a man's life or be a top 1% model in the world. I'm talking about you getting Bella Hadid money, bro. What you taking, bro?
Come on, bro.
Once I get Bella Hadid money, I can say whoever I want.
That man said, fuck it, let him die. Fuck it, let him
So
die.
if he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies. I'm getting to this bag. Nah.
There you have it, man.
No.
It's been another episode of Work for Hire. Any last words?
Thank you guys again for
It's
having
a
me
pleasure,
on the
man.
podcast.
You know what I'm
bruh.
saying? You're always
I
welcome.
appreciate the opportunities.
You're always welcome, bro.
Of course,
You're pretty
man.
much a
Always.
co-host at this point, bro. Whenever
Yeah,
you're in New York,
facts.
bro, just pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Also,
sure.
another cool fact too is like his first time like doing our podcast was during Fashion Week.
Yeah.
It's Fashion Week again, guys.
Yeah.
But it's spring summer Fashion Week.
Yeah.
He came for fall winter. Or
Yeah.
He came during
Yeah.
September. It's February now, so
Yeah,
crazy.
I just
how
did a
full
jump
circle
for
almost.
B&H photo. That was a pretty big gig, actually.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
fire.
that was nice. Yeah.
Actually, bro, I want you to leave our audience with something impactful, bro.
Yes.
Say something impactful they can carry with them.
Leave something impactful.
Yeah, and we'll
Yeah.
just close out with that.
All right. The same people you pass going up the ladder of success are going to be the same people you pass going down the ladder of success.
Light bars.
Damn.
So treat
I don't even know
everybody
what
with
you
just
respect.
done. I was ready to walk up.
Walk away? No, I was just going to explain a little bit for those of y'all who don't
All right,
get it.
go ahead.
man.
I was about to walk off for real.
Yeah. Nah, so just always, man, you may be able to tell somebody where they're at today, but you won't be able to tell somebody where they'll be at in the future. You know, you can measure somebody where they're at right now, but you can't measure their curiosity. So always treat people with respect, the doorman, the trash man, wherever you're at, because success is built on the deck of cards, and that shit can go down at any moment. And the relationships that you build with people, it's gonna last forever. People may not remember what you exactly said, but they remember how you made them feel. So, yeah.
Alright.
I
Damn,
almost
that was
teared
deep.
up, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Good, bro.
I'm straight, bro. It's been Work for Hire, another episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Peace.
We out.
See y'all.
Let's get episode. All right, we got to change real quick. Coming back.
Damn, you staying or what? What you about to do? It's your topic.
Oh, wait. Thumbnail. All right, AJ, give your best. We gotta see your
What?
face, bro.
Oh, which
Do
camera?
like some CPR shit, bro. Nah, I'm playing.
Like you, like on CPR.
That's,
That'd be a fire thumbnail.
I don't know.
You want to do
How we gonna
it?
get that?
You gotta lay on the table. There.
Here, get me on the couch, bro. Hold on, bro. I'm dead, bro.
No, you got to
Nah,
move
all
them.
right, here we go. Just regular thumbnail.
Yeah, just regular thumbnail, man. Just make some variations of faces or whatever.
Okay.
All right, we good. Listen.
I was trying to do one that's like he's canceled, bro.
He's canceled.
Bro, you should have, bro. That's gonna cancel you for sure, bro.
I think we might be
This man is vanity, bro.
Alright, wardrobe. So you ready, my brother?
Yeah, my boy. Follow that up. No, man. I want some gems to be dropped by you.
Yeah, it's 3.
What?
They got a full interview about that motherfucker.
I said that man got the quick reply. I said he got the quick reply. 1 for 1, 100% reliable rate.
Quick
That's crazy in COD right now.
That is.
Came home with the dub off the first game.
I told you he was going to have to tell that story, bro.
I know. It's alright.
What the fuck is a deep head, bro? What the fuck is a deep head? You gotta dumb this down for us, bro.